So this is the Paris Diamond League 2023 and widely billed as a world best or world record, whichever you want to call it, 2 miles attempt from Jakob Ingebrigtsen. Current world record is held by Daniel Coleman, dates back to July 1997, and that stands at 7:58.6. It's quite remarkable, really, that given the progression in all the other world records from 1500 up to 10,000 metres, that no one's really had a serious attempt in recent years with the advances of the wave lights, the spikes, the carbon-plated spikes and such like, that nobody's had a serious attempt at this record. So it still stands 7:58.61. European record stands to Mo Farah actually at 8:07. 8:07 also is the personal best over 2 miles of Paul Chelimo. He's the silver medalist from the 2016 Olympic Games at 5,000 metres. He's got a 3:55 mile PB, 8:07 at 2 miles, and 12:57 at 5k. So again, it's a rarely run distance, so perhaps that explains it a little. But you might have thought that some of the guys may have had a crack at this in recent years. But here we are. So it's 2 miles on the track. Remember, a mile 1,609.34 metres. So they're going to start approximately 18 metres back from the finish line, as it were. So it's 8 laps and an 18.68 metres. So they're stepping back there. That first curved line is the start line for the 2 miles. The next one, halfway between themselves and the finish line there, is the regular start line for the 1 mile. So it's a little bit tricky when we're looking at the lap pacing and times. So you can actually go on 400 metres, which will be up to that curved line, or eight laps. So if you're going to go 8 laps, you've got to allow 2.3 metres per lap, so for the 8 times. If you want to do the equal division of the record by 8. Okay, so off we go. Wave lights, the green lights that you can see clearly on the inside of the track there, they are going at the world record pace, again sat by Daniel Coleman, 7:58. I'm not sure what the purple lights in front of the green light, they never really tell us what they're going on exactly, but Ingebrigtsen right on the front of the green lights there, so they're setting out at a good honest pace and they're really going to have an attempt at this. It will be interesting to see how many of the other guys in the field go with Ingebrigtsen and how long they last. Stu McSwain in there from Australia. So here we go, they're off and bang on target, right on the green lights, the wave light technology as it's called. You can see there's not a lot of bunching, perhaps a little bit in that second half of the field. They're running 2 abreast, but essentially pretty much single file. So yeah, I mean, they're going out at 4-minute mile pace. It's not hanging around by any means. And already Jakob Ingebrigtsen not sitting back at all. He's getting right up there, right on the wave light, right on schedule. So not giving himself anything extra to do. He wants to consistently and comfortably stick to the pace and attack this record. Looks very comfortable, Ingebrigtsen, as they come through 2 laps bang on schedule. I think it's going to be a question of, I think people think that Ingebrigtsen is capable of breaking this record, it's just by how much. You can see only 1k into the race and the field really has spread out. 2k split 2:29. Roger Bannister, of course, first man to break 4 minutes for the mile with 3:59.4. That was thought a time that was beyond reach at the time. Here, Jakob Ingebrigtsen is aiming to do that back-to-back and then a little bit more to take the record. And again, 3 laps in the bag and right on schedule. A lot of the field there wearing the Nike kit. They'll be wearing the Dragonfly spike. Ingebrigtsen is wearing a prototype track spike. I don't think we'll get a close-up view of it, but a lot of the athletes are wearing that. Maybe it's a Dragonfly 2 carbon plate and the Nike Zoom X foam. Of course, on my channel you can see a lot of footwear reviews as well, so if you like this video, please subscribe and check out some of the other videos. But he does look incredibly smooth and relaxed. And again, right on those green wave lights as he goes through a mile, bang on 4 minutes. So even pace, he's clearly aiming to increase the pace over the last lap or so, and it's essentially how much he can increase it, and that's going to be determine how much he can get under the record, if indeed he can maintain this pace. So we're into lap 5 now. 10-15 metres clear of the rest of the field. I think the second pacemaker, will he go to a full 5 laps? He seems to be stretching away a little bit. I think a lot of pacemakers tend to do this. They make a little bit of a surge before they drop out. He's looking over his shoulder there. Ingebrigtsen not getting too carried away, staying very relaxed. 2k, 5 minutes, bang on. Pacemaker gesturing to Ingebrigtsen, almost encouraging him to come through on the inside, taking the curb. He's going to shift out wide, he's going to move into lane 2, and he's probably going to drop out now. Yep, job done. 5k, and an extra 100 metres there. So it's coming up to a k to go, and Ingebrigtsen does look incredibly smooth, very relaxed. He's right on that green wave light, which is the world record, current world record, 7:58.61. Daniel Coleman, July 1997. As we come onto the straight, we'll get an idea of how close he is or how far away from the world record, and you can see he's already about 2 metres up on the wave light, probably 3 metres. Seems to be stretching away a little bit, so if he hangs on, he is going to break the world record. 2 laps to go. By how much? 2 to go, 800 metres, half a mile. I mean, the way he's run away from the field as well is quite remarkable. These guys aren't hanging about. These are all world-class athletes, world and Olympic finalists among them, including Chelimo, silver medalist from 2016 5k at the Olympics. You can see he stretches out, he's 2 metres, 3 metres ahead of that wave light, which is the world record pace. 600 to go. Coming into the home straight for the penultimate time. He's just looking incredibly relaxed. Is he going to surge? He's going to be, and the wave like that is suddenly 4 metres, 5 metres up. He's ahead of world record schedule. 6:58 at the bell. How much can it? 60 seconds will get him the world record, but Ingebrigtsen is going to crank this up. How much can he break this world record by? 7:58.6 to beat. 300 metres to go. Wave lights are beyond him now. He's left them behind. This is an incredible run. Remember, nobody else has come close to that world record for over 20 years. Ingebrigtsen just increases the pace. He's striding out. He's a very strong athlete. He doesn't look like he's ever sprinting flat out. He's just powering away. He's coming into the final 100 metres. He's into the home straight. The wave lights are practically 20 metres or more behind him. Athlete, the pacemakers there encouraging me up the home straight. The world record is his by how much? Wow, 7:54. Unbelievable, fantastic. Smashes the world record by over 4 seconds.
Definitivt i fare, og på Bislett så får vi et svar på 1500. Det var enormt. Igjen bedre enn vi kunne tenke oss. Ja, vi har